I require your wand. Avada Kedavra.
You dare use my own spells against me, Possum?
Hey my fellow witches and wizards, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm just a Snape lover. I'm here with Lady Laurie, who I'm doing a collab with today. We're going to be playing the game Never Have I Ever. If you don't know how to play this game, basically we're going to have questions of things that we may have done or may not have done, and we're both going to hold up a sign saying we have done it or we haven't done it. So hopefully you'll learn something about us.
Hopefully they do learn something about us. And I am Lady Laurie, and I am more than delighted to make my comeback to YouTube by having a collaboration with Eden on my channel. So let's get going.
Alright, question 1. Never have I ever got stopped by airport security? I have. Never have I ever gotten on the wrong train or bus? I have done that. You are very lucky.
I don't regularly travel by public transport anyway, but when I do, I literally ring my dad and make him walk me through every step of the way because I'm really, really bad with sense of direction.
Fair enough. I almost always travel by train or bus or ferry sometimes, but because I don't have a car, so yeah, so I rarely do that. I have gotten on the wrong bus before, like if I'm running to get on a bus really quickly. Some buses don't show the number of the bus on the back, only on the front. So if you're running from behind the bus, I just got on the bus thinking it was my bus, and I found out a few minutes later it wasn't when it started going the wrong way. So then I had to wait for the bus to come in the other direction so I could go back to the stop that I was at and then get on the right bus. So it took a while. Alright. Never have I ever broken a bone. I have. Yes, I've broken multiple bones. I'm a very clumsy
Incidentally,
person.
I broke my arm making a sandwich.
You're not making a sandwich.
I was really young. Well, I wasn't like young. I was old enough to know how to make a sandwich.
Yes,
And
clearly.
it was really wet, and I just in the backyard. And I came in and I was reaching for the butter and I slipped and my arm straightens really weird. I don't know if you can see that, but I've got like really weird joints. And I landed like backwards on my arm.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I broke my leg. Basically, the way I did it, I was running for the bus after school. I really wanted to get home, and I was running, and I had my water bottle like in, the side pocket of your backpack. That's the sign for a water bottle. Yeah. I had it in one of that, and I noticed as I was running that it was about to fall out. So I like turned my head around with my arm like this to try to catch the water bottle, and in that split second that I wasn't paying attention to where I was running, I tripped on a crack and fell over and broke my leg.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, it was very unlucky. Alright, the next question is, never have I ever dyed my hair a crazy colour? I have.
Well, I am known for my crazy colours, so yeah. I have. And my hair is half blue at the moment.
Yeah, my hair is currently mostly my natural colour, which is a slight red tinge in it from last time I dyed my hair, but I'm planning to go purple soon, so that will be seen on my YouTube channel fairly soon.
Yeah, I'm letting mine grow out and it's ready to be bleached, so
oh yeah, fair
new
enough.
colour incoming, I hope.
Alright, next one is, never have I ever tripped in public. I have done that. Who hasn't tripped in public? I mean, you must be like the perfect person because, I mean, I'm very clumsy. I trip all the time.
It's to me possible.
Probably the two most embarrassing stories that I can think of where I've tripped in public. One, I've gone just a step further and actually tripped with a full cup of drink. So I've like just come out of Starbucks or whatever I was coming out of, and I've fallen over and tripped and spilt my drink everywhere. So
it gets me every time.
And it was like a waste of $5 or however much it cost me. And the next embarrassing one, I was coming back from uni, going home from uni, and I had like my books and my folder under my arm, and I had my water bottle in my hand, and then I had my, what we call a go card, which is like your transit card that has money on it. You pay to, like, tap to pay to get on the bus. I had that in this hand, And as I was getting on the buses are quite high up the ground in Australia. And as I was getting on the bus, of course, my shoe got caught on the step and I fell over and my books went flying, my face hit the ground, so that actually quite hurt. And I spilt water all over my books and I had to air them out when I got home. And it was even more awkward because there was like six people behind me, so I had like 6 or 7 witnesses to the fact that I just fallen on my face. Never have I ever tried to sign a permission slip instead of my parents. I have done that.
I can sign my mom's signature better than she can.
My mum has a really long signature and it was really hard to forge, but I would try to forge my dad's, but I'm not very up to par. My school noticed straight away.
Oh no, I can do it. I'm literally perfect. Do the exact same thing. My mom and dad do. So many a note did not get noticed.
I've had a couple that weren't noticed, but I definitely remember one time that I clearly wasn't up to par and they noticed. Alright. Never have I ever walked out of a movie because it was just that bad. I have done that.
No, actually, do you know, I was going to say I have, but I haven't, because I'm actually so, like, I'm so stubborn that even if it's really bad, I will sit my way through it.
Never have I ever used the excuse, my dog ate my homework. I have. Yes, I definitely have. And it was partially true. My dog did not eat my homework, but I had a puppy at the time, and he did. I don't remember exactly what he did, but for whatever he did, it ruined my homework. It wasn't legible. And I went into school and I said my dog ate my homework. And naturally, my teacher called out for that.
Yeah, well, of course she did.
Okay, never have I ever cheated on a test. I have. Who hasn't cheated on a test? You must be like perfect if you haven't cheated on a test.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it's just that like quick sneak peek look at the person next to you or something. Okay, the next one is never have I ever had a bad allergic reaction. I have.
Yeah.
For anyone that doesn't know, I am anaphylactic to seafood. So that involves any kind of seafood. So yes, I've had anaphylactic reactions, which I'm guessing classifies as a bad allergic reaction. So
it is.
What about you?
I'm allergic to a flower called lupin, and
Okay.
I'm allergic to morphine.
Oh, that's not good to be allergic to.
No, not really. But it's okay. It's whatever. Like,
Yeah.
there's never, hopefully, touch wood, times in my life where I'm like, God, I really wish I had morphine right now.
Well, it's funny with me, because it's food. People just think it's easy because you just avoid it, but you'd actually be surprised with seafood. There's a lot of restaurants and stuff that put it in, like, in this oyster sauce or something and don't have it on their menu or something like that. Like, I'll tell you a story. The time that I definitely thought I would not have a problem, basically, me and my partner at the time, we went to KFC and we thought we'll not have a problem because it does serve chicken. Well, I was eating the chicken and my partner's like, oh, do you want to try this sauce that I like? And I'd never tried it. So I dipped my chicken in and she was reading the ingredients out as I was eating it. And she read them all out and then she paused. And I went, okay, it's fine for me to put it in my mouth. So I put it in my mouth and then she read the may contain part and said, may contain traces of seafood. And I just about had a heart attack because I'd already put it in my mouth, which if for anyone that doesn't know with anaphylaxis, that's way too late if you put it near your mouth. And I thought, no, it's okay because it just says may contain traces, so it probably doesn't have anything in it. 5 minutes later, no, I was gone. Had to call on an ambulance and everything.
God.
So after that, I was like, okay, I need to be really careful what I put in my mouth. For anyone that is interested, it was the sweet and sour sauce from KFC. Apparently, that has seafood in it. So,
well, we won't be doing that anytime soon.
No, exactly. So yeah, even if you think that the restaurant wouldn't do anything like that or doesn't serve it, you need to still be careful. Right, the next one is never have I ever seen snow. I have seen snow.
Live in Ireland.
Yeah, most people would think that if I'm Australian, I may not have seen snow, because in Australia, for anyone that doesn't know, the only place you can see snow is the very top of mountains, so you'd literally have to go like to the Blue Mountains for skiing or something. But I have been lucky enough with my parents' job to travel overseas and seen snow in a couple of places, so yeah. The next question, never have I ever injured myself while trying to impress a person I was interested in. I have done that.
It's so shameful, but yeah, I have definitely.
Yeah. I'll actually tell you the story. So I think I've done it more than once, but the time that I remember, this was in high school, and there was a person that I really liked, and they were like sitting with their friends. Anyway, my friends and I were walking like down the hallway past them, and I like looked and I started staring at him as I was walking, and I literally walked headfirst into a pole and just fell backwards onto the floor. It's the most embarrassing thing, because I wasn't looking where I was going, and there was a pole, and I literally walked. It was like a cartoon. I walked straight into it, fell backwards from having been walking so fast, and of course everyone around me noticed, including the person that I liked. So it was very awkward.
For me, it was more a matter of dancing in nightclubs and trying to impress some girl I fancied with dance moves that were nowhere near impressive, and injuring myself in the process.
Oh, wow.
My best friend could probably tell you a million stories.
All right, the next one is never have I ever learned how to play a musical instrument. I have. I play piano.
You play piano, I play bass.
Yes, which I think is very cool. All right, never have I ever spent hours watching funny videos on YouTube. I have. Who hasn't done that? Who hasn't spent hours watching videos on YouTube?
Of course.
I've even gone as far as spent all night on YouTube and then looked at my phone and been like, oh my god, I didn't realize I spent like 8 hours without realizing on YouTube.
It's been a very long time.
Yeah. Well, typically because, you know how it has that autoplay function. So a lot of the time, like, you know, you'd get another video up and you just, oh, I might as well watch this. I might as well watch this. And then where does time go? You know, so. All right, the next one.
Where does she go?
Never have I ever lied about my age. I definitely have done that.
This is in relation to the nightclub incidents with my best friend. Nikki, this is a special shout out to you in this video for ruining my life. But no, I'm just kidding. I love you. But she was 2 years older than me, a year and a half, 2 years older than me. So she was old enough to go to the nightclubs. I wasn't. I would use someone else's ID card to get in. Or her dad would pretend to be my boyfriend. And I get into the nightclub with her dad.
That's so funny. I've never done anything like that. It's gonna make me sound like a bad person, but when I meet people online when I was underage, sometimes I didn't want them to know that I was underage because I didn't want them to treat me differently or like in a weird way, because like I wasn't an adult. So sometimes I would say that I was already 18 or 19, and yeah. But I usually eventually told them, like, once I got to know them better. Nobody ever was really pissed off at me for that, so that's good.
You got me worrying here, Eden.
Alright, never have I ever had surgery. I have.
I have.
Yes. I just remember when I had surgery a few years ago to fix my broken leg, which I mentioned before. I remember like them putting the pre-drug in before the anesthetic, and I don't remember the actual anesthetic. And then I remember waking up and I actually thought I was really tired, but I thought I hadn't had the surgery yet, and I actually tried to get out of the bed, and it wasn't until I saw the clock and I realized that 5 hours had passed, and I went, oh shit, I must have had the surgery. Because like I was still so much under the anesthetic and the medication that I was under that I didn't feel any pain in my leg. So even though I was trying to move my leg, I actually couldn't feel it. So I probably could have stood on my leg which would have been very bad, but you know, I probably could have and not noticed because I was on such strong medication and also the anesthetic was still in my system. Never have I ever been trapped in an elevator. To think about this one.
I think I have. I think if
No,
I
I don't-
had, it would have came to mind a lot quicker.
Yeah, I don't think I have. I definitely remember being in an elevator where it suddenly dropped, which did scare the out of me. But I've never been trapped in an elevator.
I'd get out. I'd climb
Yeah,
the walls
I did. As soon as
until
the
I got
doors
out the
opened, I'm
ceiling.
like, I'm out of here.